Gestern hat es nicht funktioniert. Also machen wir es heute. Ich habe schon gehandelt. Ich muss anscheinend auf den Inseln und speziellen Sachen einfach handeln, ohne das aufzunehmen. Nur nichts Besonderes geholt. Ich habe mir halt die Radium Rifle geholt. Ein bisschen Munition habe ich mir noch gekauft.
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia?
There was a scuffle.
Perfect.
I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story.
Trust me, I've done a whole lot more for a whole lot less.
Clever with words, are you? I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Ja, eine Power Armor.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me, then.
Jetzt muss ich mal auf die Map gucken, habe ein paar Map-Marker jetzt bekommen. Ein Hotel. Oceanio, ja, Ario Mamba, Pontos. Licht. Alter Longfellow. Vor 20 Jahren nie noch alle junger Longfellow. Das ist ein anderer Longfellow.
Let's head out of town. Acadia is above the fog line on the mountain. It's a bit of a hike. You might want to take this for the road. Tastes foul as sin, but it'll help.
Nick hat die Knarre auch ready.
Old mountain trail. The fog ain't like nothing you've seen.
Sehr interessant. Warte, möchtest du das machen? Ich muss kurz nebenbei noch mal ein Video geguckt. Das gucke ich dann später weiter, wenn wir fertig sind. Laufen.
Fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live.
Ich finde eigentlich Verhaber ist ein cooles DLC. Meine DLC-Waffen und so weiter. Also die DLC-Waffen können wir auch ausprobieren. Wir haben ja schon eine, das Radium Rifle. Oder nee, zwei haben wir sogar. Das Ding soll ich mit die Radium Rifle ausprobieren. Noch eine Menge neue Munition. Das ist based an einem alten Sturmgewehr aus dem Zweiten Weltkrieg. Auch wenn ich die Story gerne hören würde, aber mich affectet das eh nicht. Das mächtigste Wesen der Umgebung. Es gibt kaum stärkere Kreaturen als mich hier. Okay, die Bossgegner von Harper sollen stärker sein, hier soll doch Dings. Das besprechen wir später. Ich möchte noch nicht spoilern. So schön hier. So eine Mod, wo man die Fahrhaber-Bäume im Commonwealth hat. Die will ich mir auch mal anschauen, aber ich habe gerade irgendwie Probleme mit dem Mod-Dings. Wird schon schief gehen. Das so verstrahlte Geräusche so ein bisschen. Ich kenne Waffen noch aus Fallout 76. Die war eigentlich auch immer recht okay. Es gab natürlich die legendären Versionen, die sind viel mehr krass. Nick räumt auf. Ich hätte lieber Gold gehabt, aber ja. Der Gold brauche ich für legendäre Upgrades. Ich hab jetzt nicht schlecht. Lustig Maus. Also eigentlich sollten die Schweinwaffen ja gut heilen. Der Typ ist stabil.
Here's the mountain trail. We stick to this and we'll make it to Acadia. Game trails crisscross the road, so don't be surprised if we got local wildlife to deal with.
Jetzt noch mal einen Kaffee ausgetrunken. Das Warmes getrunken habe ich aber auch. Ein bisschen Suppe gegessen, ja. Die sind neu. Wölfe.
Fresher. You like them puppies? We grow everything extra meat on the island.
Ich würde jetzt gerne mal die Dings ausprobieren. Nicht die Combat Rifle, die, genau. Hier war die doch gerade, glaube ich, ne? Nee. Da.
Still got a ways to go.
Wieso er so nach? Keine Ahnung.
Best we steer clear, but you never know. When I was a young lad, no higher than you and me, the whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memory.
So, da.
All this has happened before.
Wenn ich auch andere Kreaturen von der normalen Insel, also neben Wölfe und sowas. Ich meine vielleicht so eine Deathclaw. Hab's gehört. Meierlurks. Der schießt immer. Skalper. haben sogar Augen, das sieht man, aber die sind so klein, die Augen. Und dann ist das vielleicht noch blind. Naja. War kein Outfit drunter, das eigentlich gut ist. Noch ein. Der Nick, der macht auch guten Schaden. Der ist ja Legendary und der hat kein... Egal. Longfellow, lebst du noch?
Gulper's got a fondness for fresh water. A small gulper, like the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many of them around.
Longfellow, der ist auch eigentlich ein recht starker
We ain't alone.
Charakter. Das ist die Musik von Fallout New Vegas. Das kriegt er schon hin. Er trägt eine Power Armor und hat eine Laserpistole.
Hey,
Keep your guard.
Ach, die Dinger leuchten auch ein bisschen. Light. Wie Light.
Hold there. Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
sounds like none of my business.
Lucky for you.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Watch yourself, outsider. You walk through Adam's kingdom now.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move.
Ich möchte die Pilze haben.
It's key. No fog. Arcadia's not too far now.
Hier oben ist eigentlich recht schön. Hier oben ist nämlich kein Dings und hier ist es einfach schön. Keine Ahnung, entweder ist es zu hoch für den Nebel oder das sind unsichtbare Kondensatoren, die den Nebel einfach wegmachen.
And we've arrived. Arcadia's already... They'll be waiting. You need my help again. You
Okay.
come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're
Der
bringing
Verschiebung an den
along something
Weihnachtsmann.
strong, there's enough to share.
I can handle things from here.
Good luck in there. And I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do. Damn. Can't remember if I had my bath this week or not.
Longfellow nehmen wir auch mal mit. Aber erst noch ein bisschen Valentine. Mit dem sind wir noch nie richtig lang rumgelaufen. Blackleaf. Ich will mir Valentine als coolen Charakter vorstellen. So ein Ding ist halt so ein Typ, mit dem du ein paar Aufträge machst. Blackleaf ist halt mein Shady-Charakter. Longfellow ist ein bisschen alter Säufer. Zwar nicht sowas wie Sheffield, der nur ein Dorf der Säufer war, aber der ist schon ein bisschen so Säufer. Der ist so der typische Western-Opa im Getränke sammeln. Kann man vergleichen mit Uncle aus Red Dead. Nur, dass er halt nicht so faul ist. Der hat sich in den Nebel geführt und hat ein paar der versucht mitzuhelfen beim Erschießen. Der hat natürlich nicht so viel Schaden gemacht wie wir und hat nicht so eine tolle Waffe. Der hat was getan. Du bist ja schon dreimal nicht sicher als Viper. Danke für die Spenden.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me.
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one shit with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
All right, Dima. We'll humor you. Keep talking.
This all started over a century ago, when we were first created. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could
Den
process
Generator.
personality.
Den ganzen Dingern da.
If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed
Der auch
to develop
Pains.
mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these? Or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie, that someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hide. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi. Tell me, are you?
I'm a human being, not a synth.
Are you sure? I don't mean to question you, but what's the first memory you have?
I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen. I was the only survivor.
No memories before then? Just a single day, and then waking up alone? We so easily accept what's presented to us as the truth, don't we? Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone. I won't lie to you. There will always, but I can promise you that we will accept you, no matter what.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below.
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like
Das mit dem, was ich will. Oh. Es ist ein guter Deal. Dafür verrate ich dir die Bruderschaft. Der ist okay, aber ich darf mit dem, was ich will. Sachen, die da in Massen stehen, nehme ich natürlich nicht mit. Nehmen wir nur die Hälfte mit.
Excuse me.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here.
Ja, red halt nicht mit
I
mir.
certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. Sometimes I worry about... well, and that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog.
Seems like he's lucky to have you helping.
Thank you. That's very kind.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely some... There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here. So, just...
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Bist du Kasumi?
You track Kasumi here.
Chase.
I'm impressed. Perhaps not as
Ist
quietly or
die
efficiently
Sammler
as
gewesen
possible.
vielleicht?
Thankfully, I'm afraid your journey with...
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or my job is to make sure they...
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time at the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics. You have Dima's blessing. So,
what's your story?
I used to be a courser, returning
that's
synths that had
richtig.
escaped from the Institute. I was tracking a synth. I rejected the Institute, made...
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you've had some experience traveling.
All right, I'm listening.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned.
I'll find out what I can.
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the... Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L7. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please.
Nicht schlecht, was sie hier haben. Spannend mit dem Corsair. Man nimmt man sicher. Ein Corsair ist zwar nicht so stark wie ich, aber ein Corsair ist vergleichbar stark wie Power Armor Soldat, noch ein bisschen draufgelegt. Ich hätte gerne Real Life mit einem eigenen Corsair, der mir hilft. Habt ihr zufällig irgendwelche ein paar Sachen mal mit? Ich möchte nämlich alles mit.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Is there a problem with my being here?
Maybe. Maybe not. Acadia is
Der
only
Name
as secure
sieht
as
von der Seite echt interessant
we take
aus.
unnecessary risks. We get careless, and things can go bad. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. That makes you an unnecessary. It's nothing personal. Min?
You can relax. I'm not a threat.
Just don't cause any trouble.
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused. Not that anyone's asking, but what you are, where you came from.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that's so? Anyway, lately I've taken to a mute.
Right.
Let me know if you need
Ah,
something.
das ist ein Händler. Hoffentlich packt das nicht ab,
You
bitte,
never know, I might
bitte.
actually have something useful.
Nur kurz reinschauen und die Dings hier abkaufen. Mehr will ich nicht. Waffen haben die auch nicht wirklich tolles. Nicht viel Duct Tape und die Hakenarme. Teach me how to do it, teach me how to do it, teach me how to do it, teach me how to do it.
Need something?
Acadia may not look like it from the outside, but it's all some of us have got.
You want to buy something or what?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Don't touch everything.
Das ist der Waffentyp anscheinend. Ja, was ist das? Schaden. Brauche ich nicht wirklich. Ich weiß nicht, da verdiene ich nicht viel Geld. Schon Teil zurück, aber ja.
Hey there.
Warte,
You want to buy something or what?
ob noch eine Waffe, die ich
I'll
hier
take a
geben kann.
look. Sure.
It's not much.
Die ist unten gewesen.
So you're that new gal from the Commonwealth. It's so wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't...
Ganz so viel weiter. Jetzt hier noch nur hoch.
You're new here too, huh? I mean...
Waffe modifizieren, aber hier ist ein Bug mit der Waffe. Ich habe davon eben Fix gehört, ich habe das schon mal gesehen. Das werde ich eigentlich fixen.
Circuitry is Kasumi Nakano? Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something. I'm a detective. I was hired to find you. You're a what? You came all the... Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Because you're not really their daughter. You're a son. Yeah. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. I've been lying to you this whole time. You're... Kasumi, I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts. I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth... Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. Sure. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. If something's going on, then I can help. Just tell me what's happening. I don't know how you could. Wait. What if I told you that there's a secret? All right. I'm listening. Okay. Where you saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them. And, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us?
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
I'll help if I can, but that's not much to go on. I know. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but... Sure. This'll be easier if I just talk to Dima. Alright. Good luck.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it? Hey, let me in.
Hey.
Do something for you?
I swear someone has defeated that storage room. Maybe caught? Okay. Ask.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found... Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor, but at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing. Just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero. Offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Was it hard, settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up, but I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so the wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the simp. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb? After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth. It was about then that things finally started. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Nur schnell, dann verpissen wir uns von hier. Wir reden noch kurz mit Dima.
No accounting for taste.
Can't break the code.
Geht auch nicht.
Don't think I can pick this.
Schade. Ich will meine Waffen eigentlich noch modden.
Arcadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got. It certainly wasn't without it.
So you're that new gal from the Commonwealth. It's so wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there?
Auswüchsen. Das hört sich eigentlich gut an. Das eigentlich gern Damage macht, aber machen wir es erstmal so. Ja, nicht so. Standard, Fullstock. Machen wir, Salz, was gibt es denn so Schönes? Machen wir am besten Reflex-Zeit. Kompensator.
Wanna buy something or what?
Nicht schlecht. Ist eigentlich okay. Lassen wir die so. Reliable.
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for exciting.
Wir brauchen nämlich ein Dings. Hat sich Waffe ausgemacht.
Getting better every day, I think.
Oh, that's so good to hear. Acadia is all well and good.
You're safe here. That's what really matters.
I'm sure I'll see you around.
Ich kurz mit Dima, dann geht's eigentlich wieder zurück. Ich will gerne zum Festland zurück.
Must be. Because I don't recognize you. Look.
Glücklich werde, ne?
Arcadia may not
Bitte
look
nicht.
like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got.
Den sie ja noch komplett kennenlernen, aber ja, dann erst wenn wir den sie kennenlernen, dann geht's wieder in der nächsten Folge zurück. Ins Commonwealth. Gibt's auch noch Zeug zu tun.
Hey, Dima.
What can I do for you?
Cowboy spielen wir jetzt später.
Kasumi says she's seen parts of your memories. Death projections. For Far Harbor and the center of the island.
That's unfortunate. Please. Those projections were merely to help us realize the cost of...
I'm getting sick of this whole noble leader bullshit from you, Dima. Now stop hiding and tell me the truth.
All right. You've made your point. There's a conflict that's been brewing on this island shortly after we built Acadia.
Simply put, they want to kill each other, and each side wants us to help.
We've tried to stay neutral, but Far Harbor was going to be wiped out by...
And I was friends with the previous leader of the Children of Adam, Confessor Martin. I even gave them their headquarters, the submarine base they named the Nucleus.
Which was a mistake, because Martin is gone and the new Confessor, Tectus, is completely insane.
He's been threatening
Nucleus
us,
is
force us to choose a side. I left behind something very important.
Dima's earliest memories are stored in the military computer banks in that base. The pre-war security systems and Confessor Martin.
But now Tectus is in charge, and he's after Dima's memories. We don't even know...
But we do know that I spent nearly a century on this island alone. Whatever's in there is too dangerous to allow.
I see. So what can I do to help?
If you're willing to retrieve what I've lost and bring my memories back to me, then we'd all be one step closer.
You'll have to get through the Children of Adam's base. You're new on the island.
Then, once you get to the memory banks, you'll have to use a special program Dima and I have been working on to break through the...
It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded.
I'll get your memories, Dima.
If we're lucky, one more thing before you leave. Whatever you do, our ultimate goal must...
If we find anything suspicious in those memories of yours, we'll be back.
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense with the Atom lunatics.
They're nothing you need to be concerned about.
It's not them. I'm concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the world's problems, certainly not all at once.
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the Children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're going to find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't Dima planning to destroy the island. Or is he still hiding something? Do you have a way in? Into his memories?
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's supposed to...
Really? How would that work? When I was taking a peek in the computers he has here, I wonder if you'll need to... Oh, but that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating Dima's thoughts and data. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just... Well, it's...
Auf der Insel bleiben wäre vielleicht nützlicher.
I'll get Dima's
Ich will
memories.
gerne halt nur weiterbauen.
Then we'll figure out things from there.
Good luck.
Geld verdienen. Kann man die nicht so gut wie auf dem Mainland, außer man kann hier natürlich Water Purifier aufstellen, obwohl müssten dann zu Hause eigentlich so viel Wasser haben, dass sie für den Rest des Lebens eigentlich ausgesorgt haben.
Acadia's far away enough from the Institute. We don't have to worry, right?
Oh ja. Der Cock. Es geht raus. In den Nebel. Jetzt werden Viecher geschlachtet. Und zu Fleisch verfrachtet. Longfellow ist da nächste Folge auch dabei. Ja, irgendwann mal. Den Nick können wir vielleicht auch noch für die nächste Folge behalten. Longfellow auch. Longfellow kommt danach. Nick kommt mit nach links. Geben wir die Armor ab. Also wenn ich das so machen will, ich muss das noch durch den Kopf gehen lassen. Ich würde halt gerne noch ein bisschen was weiterbauen, dann geht es wieder zurück auf die Insel. Erstmal erkunden wir ein bisschen die Insel. Typisch. Viechers. Viechzeug. Hallo. Was? Was? Von einem Flusskrebs angegriffen. Die Version von der Radium Rifle jetzt ausprobieren. Ein bisschen modifiziert hat. Die Viecher auf der Insel sind ein bisschen härter als die am Festland, ne? Scheiße. Dann verabschiede ich mich. Das ist einfach abgekackt, aber wir sehen uns dann einfach morgen.